All right, this is a walking floor part 2 here. We're going to try to attempt to get this pin out of here. Hopefully you can see it and show you how I do it. I have a bunch of carbide drills here. These are straight carbide. I have a whole bunch of these just for this kind of stuff. And you need to get a set of those, and they break real easy. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to center this. See, if you don't want to drill it off, you want to get it centered. So I've sharpened this punch. I'm going to try to get it centered the best I can so the drill doesn't walk. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bigger drill and try to just get this started and see if I can get that tip to get in there centered. Then I'll take a smaller one and I'll hit it. I'll drill it through, but it's real critical. You take your time doing it. That particular bit's a little bit dull. You need to be able to see. In fact, I'm going to get my glasses on here. You know, you got one shot, you can really screw this up, so take your time when you're doing it. And, you know, also having the carbide drill bits helps too. If you don't have that, trying to do this with a high-speed drill bit just doesn't work real good. Okay, I see it down in there. Let me try to. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I don't like these two bits. They're not that sharp because they've been used quite a bit. That's the thing. You need to have a whole bunch of these, and they're pretty expensive. You got guys, you know, want to keep these in a safe place because they start grabbing your drill bits, and then you go to get them, and you don't have a good sharp bit to do this job. There's a decent one right there. Okay, that looks like it's going to do it. Starting to drill it out. Want to get that pin all the way out. What we do in the end, we'll come back and we'll reset it, but we'll use a set screw and we'll Loctite it in with red Loctite. Okay. Whoa, be careful with that. What I just did there, you'll snap a carbide off in there. Let me blow this out. There, okay, I saw it come out. That's all it took. Okay, but the key is I saw the pin come all the way out. Okay, so what I do is I might come up here with one size up. And they go one size up. That way, there's nothing to hang up when it comes out, and then I'll show you how we break it off on the nut breaker to get that off of there. Okay, so that wasn't bad, but like I was telling you, the key is here that you take your time and don't get off on it. Try to get the center of it, because if you don't, it's going to be you're going to have a problem. But that one came out pretty good. Just want to clean it out just a little more before. Okay, we'll use this one right here before I put it on the breaker to get that piston off. Okay. Clean that out real good. See, it's hanging up because it's close. Just want to make sure you get that all the way out. Okay, I like that. That looks pretty good. pins out of it. Now I'll just show you real quick. I took the wear band off. Let me bring this camera over here real quick. Okay, what they do on these things, you can see there's a wrench hole in here that's under the wear band. Okay, and so what we're going to do with that is we're going to have a clamp. I'll show you how we do the next step. Take these seals off, and we're going to grab this piston and use that to break it out. Now a lot of times they put Loctite on here. That's another problem. So we'll put a light amount of heat on it when we come up to that next thing, and then put our thing on there and we'll crack that off. These things are kind of, you know, they're not as easy to do, but for $2,800, once you have the setup, it's worth doing. Stand by for the next part.